This is Paris Dakar Rally for the PlayStation 2. A lot of people don't like this game. The screenshots on the back of this, they make the game look a lot more better than what it is. They make the graphics look a lot better. Maybe the PC screenshots, I'm not sure. That's if it was released on the PC. And there's the inside. The weird thing about the disc is that it's got a tamper evident security label on it, and it says do not attempt to remove. So I'm not sure if the discs left the factory with these on, or whether it was put on in a shop or what. But it's pretty weird. I've never seen anything like that before. But yeah, let's take a look at Paris Dakar Rally on the PlayStation 2. So in the game you have three modes. You have time attack, arcade and campaign. I suppose the campaign mode is basically a championship. You are competing with 399 other vehicles, so it's a lot of vehicles. You don't see that many on the track though. On whichever track that you're on, you don't see that many. You may see 2 or 3, but that's about it. It's very easy becoming number 1 in the campaign mode. In fact, yeah, it's very easy completing the campaign mode. I think the only thing that'll make you fail on the campaign mode is if you run out of repairs and you end up losing a wheel, because then obviously your vehicle can't get repaired and you get retired from the race. In the top left of the screen you can see a spanner there with a number underneath it. That shows you how many repairs you've got. So as you can see right now I've got 4 repairs. And yeah, you don't just lose wheels, your wheels can end up becoming damaged, so they'll be wobbly, and that will affect the handling, so you can use a repair for that as well.
Rising. Long, easy left, tighten.
There are certain stages in the campaign mode though. I think they might be called liaison stages, where you've got to get through checkpoints, and you can also collect spanners, and each spanner is basically a repair. And if you are using a motorbike or a what are they called, a quad bike, they don't actually get damaged. What can happen is you can fall off them, and either the fall won't be that bad and you'll just end up getting back onto your bike, so everything's just fine, or the fall will be quite bad. You know, you may go flying really far off your bike or your quad bike or whatever, and the character will be knocked out, and you'll have to press the revive button, and pressing the revive button is the same as doing a repair on your vehicle. So obviously, you know, you are limited to the amount of revives that you have. And to get more revives, it's, you know, you just do the same. You collect spanners in the liaison stages. Technically, the graphics are quite crap. They look like a cross, to me. They look like a cross between PlayStation graphics and N64 graphics. But I personally do like them. I think I do like that, you know, because they do look different from a lot of other games on the PS2. They do have character, and they're nice and colourful, and you know, there's quite a lot of detail there. The music in the game, it's kind of good, I suppose. It's, I don't know what you call it, maybe Arabic music. I'm not normally into that kind of music. I think it's crap, to be honest, but it suits this game. It works for some reason. Now, according to the internet, it seems like a lot of people don't like this game, and I can understand why. You know, I can see that it's not a good game. I can see it is a bad game. Personally, I don't think it's too bad. It depends on which vehicle you're using. A lot of the vehicles in the game just handle really badly. you'll be going along a straight and suddenly for some reason your vehicle may turn sharply to the right, and you'll try correcting it by turning left, and then straight after you doing that it will turn really sharply to the right again. And then there's other occasions where the vehicle won't do that at all. It's weird, and yeah, and it's like the steering is really sensitive. So when you're using one of those sorts of vehicles, it's not really that fun to play. It does feel quite frustrating. But if you're using a vehicle which handles quite well, I think there's a particular motorbike which handles really well. I can't remember which actual motorbike it is. Then the game feels pretty damn fun, I think. And as you can see, this is one of those liaison stages. You don't have to collect the spanners. I mean, if you've got enough repairs, you can just try and make it through all of the checkpoints, and if you manage to do that, it will give you a better position in the campaign mode. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the arcade mode. To make it through the arcade mode, on each of the stages you need to at least get 3rd place, I think, or it might be 4th place. If your place is any worse than that, then it's game over. So the arcade mode is it is a real challenge. It is very difficult. It's a total contrast to the campaign mode. Now sometimes while you are racing along, you'll come to a split in the road, and you've got a choice between 2 different routes. One of the routes will be short, but it will be difficult. It will be very bendy. There'll be a lot of jumps and there'll be a lot of rocks. The other route, it will be a lot more easier to go through, but it will be a lot more longer. So you're kind of taking a gamble. It's like, you know, which route will get you through the race more quickly. And if you do like to take the more longer, easier routes, or whether you like to take the other kinds of routes, the more difficult routes, you're going to have to memorise them all, because there's no way of, when you come up to a split in the road, there's no way of telling which route is going to be which.
Long, easy right. Easy right. Long, easy left. Johnson.
Now there's quite a lot of different vehicles in the game. You've got a few different classes of vehicles. You've got 4x4s, quad bikes, motorbikes and buggies. And a lot of the vehicles you've got to unlock by playing through the game. And when you're playing through the game, you can also unlock liveries or liveries, I don't know how you pronounce it. So yeah, it feels like this game was really close to being a great game. It's just the handling which lets it down a lot. Yeah, so, you know, because of the handling, it makes the game basically a slightly above average game, in my opinion anyway. It would have been really nice if there was some mud in the game, you know, so your vehicles could get splattered with mud, and it would have been really nice if you were able to hear the dirt and the gravel hitting the underneath of your vehicle, or being like kicked off your tyres or whatever. And it would have been nice if there was some different weather effects as well in the game, like rain and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this game because basically because, you know, most people online just seem to say that it's a really crap game. You know, the comments on YouTube videos of this game, you know, everyone's saying it's shit. The reviews that I've read of this game, you know, they're saying the same thing. So the chances are you probably won't like it either. And I can see that it's the kind of game that a lot of people probably wouldn't like. I think if you do like the look of this game, then you are best off with getting the sequel to this, which is not surprisingly called Paris Dakar Rally 2, because that is actually supposed to be quite a good game. It's supposed to be a lot more better than this one. So yeah, I feel like I've still got a lot more to say on this game, but I can't really think of anything right now, so I suppose I'll just leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.